Now, Bow Wow was another one of your, accomplishments.
Yeah.
Now, I've interviewed Bow Wow a few times. He's always spoken extremely highly about you. I don't know if you've seen any of these interviews or not, but he always looked at you as a father figure and everything else like that, especially since his own dad wasn't really around. Now, Bow Wow was rolling around with Death Row and Suge and Snoop and them.
At 5.
And who?
At 5.
At 5.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you ended up signing him
when he was 12.
When he was 12.
Yeah.
Now, I had heard that Suge Knight kind of had an issue with you signing Bow Wow.
5, 12.
Yeah, but we're talking about...
I just gave it to you, so you even,
Yeah, but we're talking about Suge. I mean, one of the pettiest dudes.
5 to 12.
So that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a guy, if somebody got to, if they want to sue me, I'll get sued. That's the dude I am.
Okay.
If it ain't real, you don't hear about the suit.
So you take Bow Wow, and he essentially, because I remember I talked to him about this. Me and Free had a conversation, and I said, "What was the biggest celebrity you've ever had on 106 and Park?" She instantly said Bow Wow. She said, when Bow Wow would show up, it'd be like Michael Jackson.
I mean, we created that show though.
Really?
Like the mentality of the show was created by me, and Bow Wow. Bow Wow wasn't in the initial meetings, but I'm saying like my drive to make BET create a show that was for black artists like TRL, that was my initial idea. And Bow Wow was the artist that I told them that they should launch this show off of. Bow Wow was on the first initial show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As soon as 106 and Park first came out, Bow Wow was on the first show at the Apollo. That's why we always said Mr. 106 and Park. That was Bow Wow's show.
Right.
The show was created around Bow Wow's success.
It kind of went full circle with him hosting.
Yeah, I mean that's something they decided to do, and as they should, because I mean that's what I'm saying. It was Mr. 106 and Park. The audience that watched that show knew nobody more than Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you and Bow Wow were going multi-platinum every time. He leaves, tries to do some stuff on his own, doesn't really work out to the same extent, and he came back. And I remember he was telling me in one of our interviews that when the two of you got back together, that he was crying, and he was really kind of emotional about the whole thing. Well, what really led to you guys reconciling?
You said what made it?
Yeah.
I don't really, because it probably wasn't. I don't think it was ever a situation where, me and Bow Wow's separation wasn't because of us. It was a separation because I left Columbia. When I left Columbia, he had to stay there, and he was too young to understand what was going on. He thought that I was leaving him, and he viewed it like I was leaving him. So it wasn't never like a situation that me and him had a beef. It was just like, it was all business. I was ready to get up out of that building, and I was like, y'all not gonna hold me. I got something to do. I'm getting ready to go over here and do something else. So, and I wasn't, I don't look at artists like, I mean, I love all my artists, but I can make more artists. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? My mentality is just that. Like, if you think you're gonna stick me by saying I'm gonna hold an artist right here, that's not gonna work with me.